City though.
For
Period.
sure.
For
For
sure.
sure. It ain't even a question. And no disrespect to like guys like Larry Finch, you know, Elliot Perry, like D
Andre
Rose, all them
Turner.
guys, like
Yeah.
Keith Lee. It's no disrespect to them. But like Penny really did some special stuff in the time when he was healthy. If he had to stay healthy, who knows what he would have been, bro.
Fact.
Like for real, for real. Like
Fact.
dude was just like before his time. Now you see it now in this era where people is trying to have like big guards and all this. He was dead back then.
Facts. Facts.
That was able to do everything.
Facts. That was my first
And I'm a
example
Kobe,
though.
and I'm a Kobe fan too. I'm a huge Kobe fan. Huge.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But before Kobe, it was Penny for sure.
Damn right, man. What was hooping like coming up in the what was they making like the early 2000s, late 90s for you?
Yup, it was 90s, 2000. So basketball was just so different. It was more competitive. You know what I'm saying? Like it was, it wasn't you go over here with this player and this team. It was
Right.
like you fending for yourself. You starting your own team, kind of like, and it just like was all. It was well rounded. It's kind of like how the NBA is getting now, to where it's like you can't necessarily say that there is a lot of sorry teams in the league
Right.
because it's so
Okay.
much talent.
Right.
Like it was so much talent. Like when I was coming up, you
Who
know what
were
I'm
some
saying?
of them
What's up,
people,
bro?
Hunt?
How you doing? You all right? How bro doing? Good, 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 good.
Who were some of them people, Hunt, that you
Man,
came up
back
with that was
when I was playing, bro,
yeah.
like when I first so my 10th grade year, that was Billy Richmond at
Ooh.
Hamilton. That was Scooter McFadden at Raleigh Egypt.
Ooh.
That was Ernest Shelton at White Station. He was in the 11th grade. That was T Head at BTW.
Mm.
Um, who else we was playing against? That was like Ronaldo Curry and all them at East.
Mm. Was
That
was
was Marcus
Quintel
Hill at Central.
was Quintel? He was already gone, right?
He
Quintel
was
Wood?
already gone.
Okay.
I wouldn't have wanted to see him. But I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Quinn Quinn got to be top five in the city of Memphis ever.
Fact.
He got to be top five in the city of Memphis ever. Like you gotta think about it. That's my dog, bro. Like I be telling kids now to this day, like y'all don't even realize that Quinn was Bron before Bron.
Fact. He
He
my
was
first
Bron before
example.
Bron. Like they used to call him the European LeBron when he was in Europe.
Damn. I ain't know that though.
Yes, like dude was like, bruh, dude was like super real, like super real.
I didn't know all the real hoopers revered him like that. I didn't know all the real hoopers looked at Quintel like that though, bro. I promise you I did, man. All the real hoopers respect dude. Like they respect
Man,
Quinn.
because it takes for people that really play basketball to like know this. You know what I'm saying? What Antonio Burst did to be from where he from, to go to college in your city and then play professional basketball in your city. Like
Turn
that's legendary, bro.
facts.
Like, and that was my roommate. Antonio Burst was my roommate.
That's fact. That's turn, man.
So I seen him go from the Burst that didn't have a jumper till he worked his tail off and got the jumper, and I was like, oh man, it's over with. Once he got that jumper, it wasn't no stopping dude.
Fact. When did you get the hype in the city behind your name?
Um, I mean, I had got hyped up when I was in the ninth grade, but it was for sure 10th grade because of what I did in high school on that level. Like it's like I was a 10th grader playing 12th grade, playing against like all the good players, and I was like scoring like I remember I had 33 against Billy Richmond them. I was having like 25s against Ernest Shelton them. I was having like 24, 25s against Scooter McFadden them. I was having like games like this as a sophomore
Mm.
against like all the, you know, players that was in 12th grade. You know what I'm saying? Like Now we didn't beat them.
Right, right,
we we didn't win the game, like you know what I'm saying. But for me to be young, and for me to be making a name for myself in that type of lighting was like big. You know what I'm saying? People was like, oh, okay, my Hunt, he next up. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So that was kind of big for me coming at a
So,
young age like that.
so out of all them players back then, who would you say was the top player in the city? Maybe your 10th grade year.
My 10th grade year, it had to been between like Billy Richmond and Scooter McFadden. It had to been between them two who had like the already that had the game. It had to been between them two because them was the guys that I played against.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Like Ernest Shelton was in the 11th grade, and Willie Jenkins was really good for Fairleigh. He was good. He was in the 12th grade that year too. But it had to be probably between those three, more so Scooter and Billy, because those were the guys that everybody was talking about. And then when Lou Wright came too, Lou Wright ended up coming from Cali, and that kind of like set Riley Egypt kind of like over the top. They already was good, but
right.
then when Lou Wright came and joined them, it kind of made them like 10 times better.
What was Travis Best at in there?
Travis who?
Travis Best.
Travis Best.
Travis Best. You don't remember him?
Talking about the little left hand guard.
Yeah.
He not from Memphis though.
He not?
No, Travis Best that went to Georgia Tech.
Yeah, I thought bro was from Memphis.
Hey, look, hey, it's funny that you brought his name up. When I was playing in Poland,
Right.
he was playing on the same team with DeJuan Wagner, and I used to mess with him all the time about when they played against Jordan them when he was with the Pacers. I
Yeah.
was like, man, Jordan killed you, bro. You was too little. He used to always pull up the clips. You see this? Now let's watch. He'd be like, Jordan ain't never score on me. And he'll show me all the clips of him like playing defense on Jordan, and Jordan didn't score on him.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Hey, what was that Tiger run like, bro? What was it like being
Unbelievable.
at the University of Memphis, bro?
Unbelievable, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. We built a like brotherhood, you know what I'm saying, that was unbreakable. And even to this day, like it's still unbreakable. And a lot of that came from Coach Cal getting us to understand that the only way you're gonna win at that level is to like each other. And if you don't like your teammates, who necessarily supposed to be like your brothers at the moment, because y'all gonna spend so much time together, it's not gonna work. So we built this brotherhood, and the brotherhood was more so like, man, we don't care who scores what, we don't care how many points, as long as we win. You know what I'm saying? And like every year we worked our tails off. You know what I'm saying? And my last year was like my best year, and I feel like it was my best year because I didn't get hurt that year.
Right. Right.
Every year I was at Memphis, I was getting hurt every year, and so that was my best year. And I had an opportunity to sit out for a whole year to really like work on my body, work on like my shooting, like everything. And man, like those days, bro, was crazy. Like we was just so good offensively, defensively. It was crazy.
Was that
It
the
was
team
crazy.
with CDR on there?
Yep. Yep.
Man, listen here. CDR was so cold, man.
But people don't understand. CDR
Man.
put he worked hard, bro. Like we might lose the game, and we didn't lose much.
Yeah.
But if we did, well, even if we had a bad game, are we going straight to the gym after the game? You know what I'm saying? That's how it was with us. And so, like, dude was just like DDR was just so unorthodox. His game was so weird,
Man.
but he getting buckets,
Hell
and that's why
yeah.
we used to call him buckets.
Well, that was the team with Cartney on there too, right?
So Rodney was the year we lost to UCLA. Rodney was the year we lost to UCLA in the Elite Eight, And Rodney Carney, he was just like freakish, like athletic, bro. Just
Does
like
he have the
crazy
most?
athletic.
Is he the most athletic person that you done probably seen in person?
No,
What?
DJ Stephens, bro.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him. I forgot about him. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
DJ Stephens. It's between them two though. It's
That
between them two.
DJ Stephens, that man is
Yeah,
incredible with the hops, man.
yeah. It's between them two.
Back. What was your relationship with Coach Cal like, man?
Man, still to this day, bro. That's my dog, man. My heart. Like, real talk, bro. He's a father figure. Like, bro is just like a great person, bro, off the court. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I go to the games wherever he at, I travel to the games, you know what I'm saying? And it's number love, like, he gonna hold you accountable as every coach should, you know what I'm saying? He's just one of those coaches, bro, that's just like a really, really good player coach, a really
Right.
good coach overall. Like, he gets you like to understand your actual role. You know what I'm saying? Like, he
And how
don't
to
put you in bad
maximize it.
situations. So it's like, man, dude is love him to death, bro. I never go against him.
Okay. That's your best, that's your favorite coach ever? Coach Cal?
Him and my high school coach.
Him in high school.
Him and
Got
my high school coach.
okay, and my next.
Well,
Go ahead.
I got really three coaches.
Okay. Who is
Him, 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 my high school coach Dwayne Stokes, and JJ Johnson was like my assistant high school coach, and he was my AAU coach. Like, all three of those guys played a huge, you know what I'm saying, like, role in like my whole career, like, for real.
got you. Got you. I got a couple more questions for you, bro. Um, the team, did y'all get along with a team with so many egos and talent? I heard you say that Coach Cal implemented that y'all needed to get along, but sometimes you really don't know until you know. So how was y'all relationship like that team there?
Man, every team gonna have disagreements. They gonna have fights, but the difference when you're like this, that fight that you just had, by the time you go to the locker room, you're gonna be laughing. You know what I'm saying? And that's how close we was, because it was an accountability level, and we had to, like, people like myself and, like, Sean Williams, them, they'll tell you, like, I was like such a competitor and wanted to win so much that I held them folks accountable
Right,
as well. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what type of game on, bro. I play hard, I work hard. I expect you to do the same. You know what I'm saying? I had a Kobe mentality.
right.
So it's like they respected that at the end of the day, but also, like, we respected each other enough to understand, like, no one person is bigger than the whole team. So that's what made us be so much deadlier than a lot of other people, because, like I said, we just didn't care about who was gonna get what touch and who was gonna win. Like, we just all about winning. And Coach Cal really extended it, like, he instilled that into us.
Got you. So out of all the players on the team, I got Clyde Wade coming up too, though, man. I got Clyde, he gonna come on the show. But out of all the players on the team from the University of Memphis team, who would you say your relationship was the strongest with? Like whenever some shit was going on and where like it don't even have to be about basketball. Like the guy that you just talked to the
You don't even got
captain
to finish that sentence, Burks.
first. Got
Yeah, you don't even got to, because Burks was like my first ever roommate.
got you.
Nothing, not saying that I don't have a strong bond with nobody else. I got really the type of person that I am. I try to be cool with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I respect everybody, and I try to be cool with everybody. And people will tell you, like, I'm cool with everybody. But Burks, me and Burks had a different type of bond, different type of relationship because, he was there through the injuries. He seen me, what I'm saying, be at my best, what I'm saying? And he also seen me be at my lowest. You know what I'm saying? We both seen each other at both spots. You know what I'm saying? And the one thing about both of us, regardless if we was at our highest or at our lowest, we always stayed the same.
Facts, facts,
You
man.
know what I'm saying? So, like, Burks, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it was.
Man, shout out to Burst, man. He jumped on the podcast for me, man, with no worries, no issues, and he was open to talk about just a lot of shit, though, man. So, man, shout out to Burst, and he really was a good look for the podcast. So I appreciate Burst
Oh,
for
yeah,
coming
for
with it.
sure.
Hell
Memphis
yeah,
legend, bro.
hell
Memphis
yeah.
legend.
All right, this is the last thing I want to talk to you about, bro. I remember I used to. You probably know this dude. We call him T Bird, bro. He looks just like Allen Iverson. It's
I
a
know
nigga.
you talking about, yeah.
Ah, so check it out. Check it. T Bird. That's one of my partners, man. Like me and him used to kick it a lot a long time ago. And
Yeah.
he used to be around all the hoopers. That's his thing. He gonna be around all the hoopers for sure, for sure. So back in the day, they used to call him T Bird. I mean, Ashton, and they used to
Hey,
call me Mello. For some reason, they
yeah.
say I used to look like Mello. I'm 6'8", and he little as hell. So, bro, we was downtown draft night, bro. Like I had seen the vibe. Like I forgot what kind of cars you had
I
draft
had an
night.
H2 Hummer truck.
Yeah, the H2 hum like so. I seen you downtown. I don't know if it was draft night or it was pre-draft, but you was down there. You was in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
So, bro, take me back to draft night, man, when everything was going on and you taking the steps and things didn't go your way, bro. How did that feel?
Man, at that point, you really kind of just be like, okay, what's the next alternative route? You know what I'm saying? You don't necessarily get discouraged. Well, I didn't
Right,
get discouraged. I was just like, okay, now what's next? You know what I'm saying? And if it wasn't like a situation to where like I would have an opportunity to make a team from summer league or something like that or training camp, then it was pointless. At that point, it was all about like, okay, let's go overseas and establish a professional career. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of guys don't know how to grow up real quick in that
right.
moment. Like
'Cause,
you have to,
yeah,
you have to. At that point, it's real life.
hell
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
man.
You go from college to where like you being taken care of pretty much till now you out here in the real world, and now you got to fend for yourself and you got to figure this thing out on your own with an agent.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it don't always go as planned. You know what I'm saying? But I thank God. I thank God for putting me in great situations, bro. Like at first, I wasn't in great situations. I was in an okay situation, but I was more so homesick. When I came back home, I realized right then and there, this ain't what I'm trying to do. I ain't trying to be in Memphis. So I played 10 years professional basketball overseas. I played in some great cities. I met some great people. I had a great career. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, for me to have had two ACL surgeries when I was in college,
right.
can't sit up and tell me that I played 10 years overseas professional basketball at a high level.
Facts, facts, facts.
Blessed, bro. And I always looked at myself like I'm one of God's toughest soldiers because of all the stuff I persevered through, the trouble, the injuries. Like, man, so many guys would have been gave up. You know what I'm saying? But I persevered and I didn't point fingers at nobody but this person right here.
Facts.
Nobody. I didn't say it was his fault. I didn't say it was his fault. Everything that ever happened to me when I got in trouble, I took it on the chin and I did what I had to do to get back to the straight and narrow road.
Facts.
And like even when I got hurt, I worked my tail off. I grinded, I grinded, I grinded. I still work out 2 times a day to this day, and it's a blessing that I still can. You know what I'm saying? And it's like my whole mindset is I'm a coach and a trainer now. So now I got to be an example of what hard work look like to all these kids. So if I'm sitting here showing you something, I should be able to show it to you at a high speed rate, like
Right.
game speed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I get to shooting the basketball and I don't miss, and they be like, "Man, how can you shoot like that?" I got in the gym and I worked my tail off. This didn't happen overnight. I used to be in the gym making 500 threes a night in college.
Fact.
Like I used to be in that joint. Like, so it's like if you want to do anything in this world, not even basketball, anything in life, man, you gotta work at it. It ain't gonna come from some like you got people that's in good situations to where they get stuff handed to them, but they still also got to put a little work in. But
Fact.
for the ones that don't get it handed to, man, you gotta bust your tail, bro. You gotta work your tail off. And you know, it's like somebody, and I'm using this as an example. If you at McDonald's and you employee, only way to get to a manager position is to work your tail off. What are you going to do that this person over here ain't doing to get to this spot?
Fact.
It's the same thing in basketball. Man, if you want to become a professional basketball player or if you want to get to the NBA, you got to put in unseen hours. You got to work your tail off when other people ain't working. You got to put extra work in. You can't be a slacker. You got to be exempt. It's
Fact.
the same thing. Like, yeah, I didn't make it to the NBA because God had a different path for me. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
And I was grateful and thankful for that path that He put me on. You know what I'm saying? Because it made me into the man I am. And He still got something in store for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my testimony to kids. Like, don't get discouraged when stuff don't go your way. Just keep working. You never know what God got for you.
Fact. And this is my last question, honey, man. I'm gonna get out of here on this. This was a big reason. Like, I wanted you to come on my show. Like, even you, Burks, Woods. Like, I grew up. I went to Carver when Woods was doing his thing, so I remember him from being younger.
Yep.
And I seen Burks. I ended up going to prison, and I was locked up with a few of the guys who was on the charge with Burks, which is crazy. You see what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yep.
And I hoop with the Andre Allens coming up. So I just know, Memphis. I'm a Memphis person. Bro, what is it? This is for the youth. What is it about Memphis basketball players, the world? Like, we straddle the fence so much with the streets.
Man, it goes back to, I feel like it goes back to like who you around, who you deal with. It's like I can only go off of my experience only. Like, man, I came around niggas that was hustlers, bro. And them niggas, they didn't they didn't put me in those situations to where I had to make a choice. They made the choice for me. You feel me? Like it wasn't no straddling the fence.
Right.
And
Did
guess
what we
what?
doing.
If I just so happen to straddle the fence and not do something dumb, they're gonna come back and chastise me, man. I told you. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how that type of stuff happens all the time. A person that's older than you and more knowledgeable and more wisdom, they be telling you like, "Hey, bro, don't go do this," and then you go do that, and next thing you know, you like,
Yeah.
"Dang, now I got to go back and face this man." And he gonna be like, "I told you so."
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I feel like is all it is. It's just, bro, like we got to get back to like being able to correct. But it's so crazy. Like, don't nobody want to take constructive criticism.
Hell no.
Don't nobody want to hold. Don't nobody want to be held accountable.
Facts.
You
Facts.
know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
and that's the problem.
Facts, man. You
That's the
right,
problem.
bro. So if you had one word for our city, for the community, not one word, but if you had something you want to tell the city, the community, what would it be, man?
Man, we got to get back to loving each other, being respectful, respecting each other. Like, just really, really having pride about being from Memphis and
Facts.
repping the city properly. Like, we got to get back to that. Like, now, the persona on Memphis is, man, they stealing cars, and man, these young dudes, they wow, they crazy. Like,
Yeah.
that's what it is. Like, for real,
Facts.
for real. We
Facts.
got to get our city back to where people feel comfortable coming to Memphis. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, bro. I know homeboys that I played OC. Like, man, I ain't coming to Memphis, bro. Y'all crazy down there. You know what I'm saying? But it's a hood in every, what I'm saying, state, city, and all this, what I'm saying. But we just got to get our city back to where people can come and enjoy and have fun without going to a club and having to worry about somebody breaking in your car. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Cause I know I ain't gonna lie to you. I be on the edge about that. I be like, man, the way these folks breaking in cars, they gonna break in anything.
Facts. You got to
You
have the
know what I'm saying?
club, the steering wheel lock, all type of stuff,
Man, I'm
man.
telling you.
Hey,
So
let
we,
them
we
know where
just
to
got
reach
to get
you at.
back. We just got to get back to it, man. And whether you in the club, I can't even necessarily. I can't say that. I can't say if you a rapper or whatever,
Yeah,
because that ain't gonna never be unified.
facts.
Hey, after 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 my guy, they got my guy gone, man. That ain't. Now we ain't gonna even speak on that.
Right.
Just everything else just got to be unified. That's it.
Facts, man. Well, let them know where to reach you at, bro. Like what you got going on, how they get their kids involved with your training if they need it. Like shit, let them know.
Yeah, man. I'm at P7 Sports Academy. We got a P7 Sports Academy app in Cordova, off Walnut Grove. I'm training kids. I also got a contract with a pharmacy for any of you guys that want to, deliver pharmacy packages. I got a contract with a pharmacy as well. Also, my homeboy, he got a security team. So if y'all want to be out there armed and dangerous, y'all want to try to stop some of these folks from breaking in cars, you know, we got that too. Um, but for the most part, I coach and train. I enjoy it. I love it. I'm passionate basketball. I'm passionate about basketball. Um, but like I said, man, if you want to reach me, my Facebook is Jeremy Hunt. My Instagram is jfuturistic74.
Man, appreciate you coming through. Hey, hold up. How did you get your paper route chain, bro?
How did I